welcome to Green Talk by Green Care Solutions on KCAA, NBC Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and you can watch us on YouTube. This is a cannabis-friendly and educational program. You must be 21 years of age to listen. We have doctors at Green Care Solutions for you. We're not doctors ourselves, but we're here to give you guys some really cool information. And I'm your host, Yanitza Munoz. You can find me at Yanitza Munoz.
What's up, guys? It's Trippy Trees. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at trippy.trees with a Z at the end.
It's your boy Brian Gonzalez again with Green Care Solutions. You can find us on Instagram at Green Care Solutions 420. Green Talk is a program created to educate you about cannabis. You can call us for any of your Green Care Solutions needs at 951-609-4071. Like I mentioned last episode, we're an 8-time award-winning company and probably hold the record for 13 times being deleted on Instagram. So we're kind of happy about that just because we got it back recently. But luckily we're able to get it back. We have 2 Instagram accounts, but like I said, follow us at Green Care Solutions 420. That's our main account.
Yes, and it's always something, right, that if you get deleted on Instagram because it shows that you have a lot of people that are always looking at your page way too much.
Success is what happens.
Yes. Well, here on Green Talk by Green Care Solutions, we had to bring back the amazing, the beautiful, and talented Chanel West Coast for the second half of her interview.
Thank you.
Yes. So again, thank you for taking out the time of your busy day.
No problem.
Yes. And the last show we were talking about your music and your amazing success. You've been on Ridiculousness, the other show, Fantasy Factory. Now you've been working on those shows for about 8 years or more now.
Yes, actually was started on Fantasy Factory 10 years ago, and then we started Ridiculousness, I believe it was 8 or 7 years ago.
Nice, nice. And you've been performing and singing for a lot too. I mean, you started rapping and creating music at a very young age because your father was a DJ, so he always inspired you.
Yes, very young age. I pretty much did music my whole life, and then it led to me meeting Rob Dyrdek through my MySpace music page.
Nice, nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's so funny.
It's hilarious. Now people are making connections and
Instagram and
on
everything,
Instagram, but they don't even know. Back in the day, it was MySpace.
What was the guy on MySpace? What was his name?
Tom.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Tom?
Everybody's friend.
Yeah. I have a friend, actually, she recently got matched on Hinge, and she swears it was still him. She's like, it's verified. I was like, no, it's not.
Verifications on Hinge.
She matched with Tom from my...
It's that same photo, remember? Oh, my gosh.
He hasn't aged a bit.
That's so funny.
Well, and then, it was MySpace, and then it was Facebook, which was all about colleges, right? And then it turned into just everything, and now it's for our parents, I think. I don't know. It's a whole different...
Twitter had its run.
Yeah, Twitter had its run. Now it's just the gram. I don't know if there's anything else coming up after the gram. Gram's been hitting it strong.
But I never really got into that. I have a YouTube, but I've never really got into that community. Instagram's just so much bigger.
Yeah, and YouTube, it's there's a lot of, it's so much content that...
It's becoming like cable because for instance, you have music with Be Real, right?
Yeah.
So Be Real's a regular on our show, and every time we try to play his music on the YouTube portion of our show and we edit it in, we get flagged. And I was like, no, but he's on the show.
That's so funny.
So we have to email Sony Music and do all this. But anyways, it's complicating. But yeah, it's like cable in a sense now. They just regulate so much. Yeah. I'm sure that happens maybe to you if you try to upload your own music.
Well, so I had a distribution deal for a little bit with a label, which was, I'm sorry to disrespect anybody, but it's completely pointless because you can put your own music on TuneCore and all that, and distribution deals, they're just putting it out for you and taking part of your money, and they're literally not doing anything to push you. I am so independent. I'm doing everything to push myself, from literally passing out flyers in the streets at South by Southwest. You know what I mean? So when I did have the distribution deal, it was super annoying. I'd post recap videos from my gig with my song in it, and they'd flag it on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm like, you're making me miss out on views. How is this helping me? You guys are actually hurting my career. And so I was like, I need to get out of this distribution deal because I can't stand every time, or even my one nail girl from New York, she's Cardi B's nail girl. She wanted to post a video with my music, which would be great because she also has Cardi B's followers. And she couldn't because of that. And so that was some of the reasons I was like, you know what, let's just be independent and not have to deal with getting copyright things every time somebody posts your music.
Interesting.
I feel like they're holding back the artists a little because it's more people would be able to post their stuff.
It's like prison.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was going to say it's hard when you just want to be creative. You just want it out, and then it's all these laws that are holding. It's like, okay, come on, I just want to put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with your music too, Now, I'm sure you go through ups and downs, like a roller coaster, because now you're so popular. And I mean, you're still going up and up in your popularity. But do you ever hit any walls sometimes? Because it's really, I'm only assuming that it's hard being a rapper as a female.
I've hit so many walls. It's surprising that I still have all my teeth. Literally every wall that I could hit, I've hit it. I've had a lot of setbacks. It got to a point where I'm a very spiritual. I wouldn't say. I guess I'm religious. I don't go to church every Sunday or something, but
mentally religious.
Spiritual. I have a relationship with God, and I believe in fate and things happening for a reason. And there started to be a part of me that was like, maybe God's holding me back from something bad happening to me because I know I make cool music. I know I got what it takes, and I'm like, it's just every bad thing that could happen after has happened, and it's even to the point where it's like, this is another example. Like my song Old Fashioned, I made Old Fashioned a year and a half ago, and at the time there wasn't the right funding for the video because I wanted to do this Western video and da-da-da. And I literally said to my friends in the studio that day, I said, I saw some cowboy boots online today for sale. I'm like, I have a weird feeling this Western vibe is going to come back. They'll vouch for me. And I was like, I want to make a song called Old Fashioned. And I was like, I want to, have it talk about these things and say this vibe. And so I'm talking about the creativity of that and all this. And then cut to, I'm literally down to planning the video shoot, and Old Town Road comes out of nowhere. And I'm like, is this luck happening to me again? It's like I feel like I always get beat to the punch somehow, and then it looks like I'm the one copying. And it's like, no, I just didn't have the big label behind me like Lil Nas X does. I'm doing this independently, funding it myself. So, I've had a lot of things happen where it kind of looks like maybe people beat me to the punch doing certain things or whatever. And it's like, no, I actually thought of that a year and a half ago. So yeah, little things like that always happen, but I'm just like, I'm not gonna give up or let it hold me back. Like I'm not gonna not put out my song now. I'm still putting out Old Fashioned, and I'm still gonna do my thing with it, even though I know there's gonna be people in the comments like, you're copying Old Town Road, and then I'm gonna have to deal with deleting a bunch of annoying people all
so many
day.
haters, and now with social media, I feel like people bully more. Like they think it's okay. It's like road rage. Like they get mad and they would never tell you to your face is what I'm trying to say. Like they would always
like with smoking weed especially, like that's a huge thing that I do obviously online, and you would think like, what do you have to say about someone smoking weed, like bad about them? And you wouldn't even expect it, but they'll just like, you're not inhaling right, you're not smoking it right, you're not holding it right, like
or you're
like,
too
what?
cute, or
Yes,
I don't know, they'll
everybody has to be the
she's
same,
not really
right?
smoking, she's a girl, like so many little things. It's just like, it's just hard with the internet, and then like you're saying, you don't even know the type of personality behind it. So like the Kardashians, you think they're this certain personality,
no, but they're
then
really
you get
nice.
to know them.
Sorry, Brian. All these girls here.
No, it's fine. I don't mind being here with three beautiful ladies. It's fine. That's like a normal Friday night for me. I don't think so. But I was gonna say, you said Instagram and social media is like road rage, and you're talking about people worrying about what you're doing. Well, the thing is, why you've been so successful is that you think you're staying in your lane and doing what you do, and if everybody else wants to have road rage or whatever, let them be it. But you're gonna stay there, do your thing, and I think that's why you've been successful so far.
Thank you.
People are gonna be called copying or whatever it may be, but at the end of the day, if you have a million artists out there, one's gonna be similar to another. I mean, regardless. So congrats to everything you've done so far. I'm a big fan. So being on the show and everything like that, I just really, seeing you in person and stuff, I really grasp of how genuine you are about your music. So I appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate that too.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes. And going back into cannabis too, it's cool now that women are kind of taking over the industry, because everyone always saw cannabis as, it started back in the day where people would always be like, oh, it's for hippies. And then it escalated to, oh, it's only people that look like this, or people you see at Venice Beach. And now,
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. And then now it's like, then it was just like the skaters, surfers. So you see all these transitions, and now it's recreationally illegal in certain states in the U.S. And you see women kind of like becoming businesswomen in it. Like they have their own lines, CBD lines, or they're modeling with hemp. And you're an advocate for in the sense too. So it's cool to see that, hey, it's changing, but us girls, we can still be whatever we want to be and still enjoy products.
No, I love that you just brought that up, because even this is an example. It's funny. I've always talked about like weed. I don't try to, but they kind of make fun of me on Ridiculousness for like being a stoner.
But if you were a guy, would they make fun of you?
here's a great example. Sterling has a wine and weed podcast, and they did a whole episode about it the other day. And I'm like, well, I love that we're praising him for smoking, but I'm the dumbass.
Joking, yeah.
I'm the dumbass. When do you guys know how much money I've made off of weed at weed club signings from selling products, bongs? Like, I've made a ton of money with the weed industry, and I am a businesswoman, and I don't think that people should be looked at as stoners or like lazy or like. I get up and go to the gym, and I'll work my ass out, and then I'll come home, smoke a bong load, and then go to a studio session. Like, it doesn't mean that you're like some lazy person or like you're a delinquent because you smoke. A lot of people need it. Like, I have so much energy to a point where I wouldn't sleep if I didn't smoke. And that's why I think it's great now that it's become
like having
this way.
a glass of wine, right? Like sometimes people at the end of the day, or a beer, happy hour, guys and girls, we go at 3 p.m., right? Is that when or 5 p.m.? I don't know. Happy hour. You have like a glass of wine or a beer, but as long as you're responsible, there's no harm.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Haters gotta hate, okay?
And it's way more safe than alcohol. So that's not even the best comparison because you can't still drive on alcohol. You can drive on weed.
Yeah, absolutely. Because everybody has that little, they know where they need to function. You know, if they need to smoke this much to still function and stuff. And then you do have the stoners that make it look bad for the people that do it day in, day out. Where, hey, you know what? Let me smoke a half a joint. Now, cool. The rest of the day, my body doesn't hurt from working out. I'm good. I'm clear-headed. Now I can go do my studio time or whatever you got to do. But, you know, it's the outside perception. And now with weed being more just more accepted socially and everything like that, I think a lot of people have kind of taken that out of their mind that, hey, it's this, you know, crazy drug that leads to this and this and this and that and stuff. So, you know, like our talk show here, we're educating people and let us know, like, even from Chanel West Coast, she can function and do as busy as she is. She can still smoke and everything and literally do everything that she needs to do to succeed. So
yeah, she's responsible with it.
Thank you. I am.
Yeah,
and we are giving you some free product here from Green Care Solutions. So
more product to be responsible with.
Yes.
Yeah.
To keep me calm while I'm on my grind.
Well, the CBD tinctures, I take those, and they actually help me a lot with like because I work a lot and I drink a lot of coffee, and sometimes I'm like, whoa, I had way too much coffee. I'm like, whoa.
Today, that's what happened. That's why my hands were so sweaty when I came in here. I was like, I literally just like downed my coffee, and then I was like, oh, it's hot. Okay. It just like hits you fast. And then you need a little bit of something to maybe calm back down a drop.
And the CBD, it's hemp. It's from Mother Earth, right? So it's not like a chemical. It's not like I'm putting Tylenol or ibuprofen in my body. This is something that God put on this planet, and it's healthy. And, I mean, obviously, as long as you're responsible with THC, you're fine. But CBD, no one can really die from CBD. Not even from THC either, but you know what I mean.
You might feel like you're dead from too much THC, but you're not.
You might actually, they might think you're dead for maybe like a day and a half at most.
Because you're just
most
tired. Yeah, no, that's so true. Well, you know, being on Ridiculousness, you see so many crazy home videos, right? That people post on YouTube. And I know the disclaimer on MTV is that you can't do self-submissions. They just grab it from YouTube. But like, how do you, like, I've seen you on that show so many times, and I'm just like, wow, like, Chanel's really keeping it together, because some of those videos, I'm like, are they alive? Like, the things they do. I mean, you guys watch Ridiculousness, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, people would be on a skateboard, but it's, like, over a mountain. Like, I'm just going to ride this off a cliff.
Yeah, no, it's there's some nerve-wracking moments. There's actually been a couple videos, too, that I'm like, you know, like, crazy stuff. Like, one was, like, a deer flies through the front of a bus the other day, and I was like, I didn't even laugh. I was like, that's kind of sad. I was like, this is bringing me down. I was like, can you guys just edit it out? Because I don't think it's funny, and we know I laugh at everything. So it clearly is not that moment, you know?
Yeah,
and so we do get a lot of these, like, I think those are the ones that guys maybe like more, and the girls are like, like, I can't watch that. So it's a little hard sometimes. But, yeah, they're all home videos. Nobody submits anything. I do, however, feel we might have started a trend of people wanting to film stupid stuff more because there's some of these videos.
But a lot of shows, like, what was the one way when we were all kids?
America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, this trend's been going on, but I feel like.
But those weren't as crazy.
But now,
like, now it's like ridiculous. People are trying to, like, fall off their house or something and get, because
they're trying to be like Steve-O or something, too.
Well, we've had a few of these people be like, they'll come in the audience and be there the day that their clip gets played, and I'm like, you knew you did this to get over here. You know what I mean?
Of course,
It's
for
with
clout,
their cast and their canes.
like they're like half dead. Like that was
Crippled.
me. The clip I made
Confused though.
with a neck brace on.
Yeah.
It's like, is it even worth it for YouTube to give you like a check for that? Like, yeah, you
No,
know,
that's
but
so
you
true.
like are
That's
crippled.
what I feel like.
It won't
That's what the internet's been doing now. It's like you can't even just like be normal and like do a video that's funny. It's like it has to be so extra. Like all these prank videos and everything. They're just like they're getting piercings and tattoos like just for a video. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah. No, I mean
That is crazy.
No,
a
for
tattoo
real,
is,
yeah.
I mean, a piercing you can take
On
out, I guess,
Instagram.
but like a tattoo, that's a lot harder to get rid of.
Now you were on Fear Factor. I know we brought that
Yeah.
up on our last segment with you. But so you were on the Celebrity Fear Factor with Tyga and a few other celebrities, and you had to go get animals and put them in different cages. And you mentioned you had to get like turkeys and stuff.
Yeah.
If let's say Ludacris was the host, right?
Yeah.
If Ludacris was like, listen, Chanel, I'm gonna do this for you, but you're gonna get paid X amount. Eat a tarantula. Would you consider eating a
No,
tarantula?
that's the one thing I was like, when I signed up to do it, I was like, if there's anything that involves eating something weird, I'm getting kicked off right away because I won't do it. Like I don't have a strong stomach. I really don't. There's times on Ridiculousness where sometimes I'm like, it's still early in the morning. I haven't even like ate yet. I'm like, my stomach just has that weird feeling, seeing like throw up and stuff. I'm like, it's just, yeah, it can get a little hard for me.
Yeah, Joe Rogan brought that up in his podcast that like he was the host of Fear Factor for like a decade, and he would feel really bad, just like what you said. Like when you would watch these shows, the clips on Ridiculousness, he would feel bad that like they would make people eat things, like drink like goat blood,
because
like
at
lizard
home,
guts.
you're, like cringing. Imagine him right there in front of you.
And these people are doing it, I guess, for fame. I don't know if you got paid to be like, not you, but I mean, I don't know if people get paid to. I'm sure they do. It's like a reality show, right? I'm not sure, but I don't think I wouldn't eat lizard guts for money.
No, these people they're usually the type of people that sign up for the real Fear Factor. Like I'm brave, I need money. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's the type of person it is, you know.
That's the most important thing. They need money, so they do whatever it takes.
Yeah. Well, back into cannabis. So now that it's all recreational legal in certain states, obviously California and Colorado, now there's big companies like Coca-Cola are starting to get involved, and it's kind of I think it's good, but then again, you kind of feel bad for the mom and pop businesses, and they've been kind of struggling with this high tax, which is like 40%. And as we mentioned in our last show, we had that company Koi that they kind of didn't regulate properly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you heard of the Coca-Cola drama going on?
Yeah,
with
so
the
I met
private plane.
Yeah, so that guy, he has like a podcast streaming thing way before podcasts were popular, and I was on one of them. And when I saw that picture, I didn't know he was an heir to Coca-Cola.
That's
because
crazy.
he's Greek.
No
I thought
way.
Coca-Cola.
Wait, so what happened? I'm lost.
Okay. So
you
do
can
you
go
want to
ahead.
talk
No,
about-
you go ahead, Trippy.
So basically, it was like the heir of Coca-Cola. Like he was supposed to be like the son and like get all the fortune of Coca-Cola to his name, and he was caught with I think it's 5,000 cannabis plants on a private jet, like a large amount, and he got arrested real quick at the international airport. But he tried to play it off like it was all hemp plants and everything. I mean, he got out. I think the bail was like 30,000 or like something really high. So he's
That's
good
not high
now.
for him.
So
It's
is he
the
I
heir
know.
of Coca-Cola.
Does he still get to
Pocket
keep
change.
Coca-Cola?
I
That's
don't
what's
know.
most
That's the whole
important.
drama, right? It just happened like a week or
Well,
two ago.
I think
Does
if
he
they're
got to keep
smart,
his job? Because other
I know,
people don't,
right?
right?
I'd be pissed if I was his parents. Like, you had to mess that up, really, like that.
well, unless Coca-Cola is trying to get into the weed space, then I'd be like, he might have just done something right for us. But he might have just set us into that area, you know?
it's like a PR move.
Because that's what's gonna happen eventually. It's gonna be people like Coca-Cola and things like that, or Marlboro. I don't know how to say
Yeah,
it,
that's
Camel
what
or
I'm
whatever. They're gonna get in on the weed industry, and then, and then it's gonna.
And then like just the quality is just gonna.
It's gonna be horrible.
Exactly.
It's gonna be horrible.
So the people that like are just getting into cannabis and stuff, they'll see these companies. They're gonna automatically be drawn to that. They're not gonna go to the dispensary that they have the quality stuff. They're gonna stay away. They're gonna go to that. So the real connoisseurs and the consumers that use it medicinally are gonna still go to the people that have the quality. But those are very small compared to the people that are gonna be shopping with Coca-Cola products and all that other stuff. So
Yeah, it's true.
And quality green care solution is really important. I mean, we have all this stuff that we're giving you because we want to show you and other people like this is high quality stuff, literally. But I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
absolutely.
It's good quality.
Yeah.
But like
Tested
tested
twice,
2
you
times,
said?
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really good.
Like our CBD products, it's not just tested once, it's tested twice because like I said, like what happened with the koi incidents and stuff, that we have a reputation here at our company that like, you know, if there's an issue with anything, we always address it. We don't turn the other way or anything like that. So with putting this out and everything, we just feel comfortable knowing that we're actually helping people medicinally instead of saying, oh, here's your this and that. It's you're gonna just get you super high. Like everything here that we have has a purpose for different type of people. From CBD, from your 80-year-old grandmother to your mom that has knee replacements to this and that. Like feel comfortable. You're not giving her some fake product that's not even have CBD in it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're all about. And that's why we've gotten 8 awards so far. And in the young company that we're under 2 years so far, but we've come so long because we've never sacrificed quality just to make an extra buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
That's
so
great.
we're proud about that.
I was thinking about that. You know how CVS started selling CBD products now?
Wait, they
and it's
did?
Like,
Yes.
yeah, girl.
Just
It's like a
creams.
thing now. It's like rolling out, but at least where I'm at in West Hollywood, like at Beverly Hills, it's like every CVS you go in, there's a little section of CBD, but it says like, what is CBD? It's like
That's good.
cannabinoid. But there's like a few brands. I know, like, I've only heard of one of them, and I know there's like something going on. Like, I don't want to say names, but there's some drama going on with the CEO and everything. So I was thinking I was like, is CVS even looking into like what they're buying? Because I saw my mother the other day buy CBD products from them, and I was like, is this even safe? Like, I'd rather you just get it from me because I trust these like companies. You know,
Yeah,
to
I
get
think
more.
the problem with the big corporations like that, what's their thing is profit. So if some company that just makes that like with poor quality, and I can get you it at $5 for this cream, when this company makes really good stuff at like maybe $9, they're gonna go with that. They're gonna go with the cheap stuff.
They probably get it from China too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
So,
Yeah.
and then the other day, I go to 24 Hour Fitness, and what happens? Do I see right on the top CBD?
Really?
They have the topicals and stuff like that. So it's getting out there, absolutely. So, but like I said, just because it's at a large retail doesn't mean it's quality stuff.
It's true. Do your research.
Yep.
Do your homework, everyone. Do your homework. So there's so much cannabis news going on every day. And so here on Green Talk by Green Care Solutions, we really like educating people and keeping them up to date in a smart way about cannabis. And also, like I mentioned earlier, Green Care Solutions has doctors. So if people really want to get medicated in a proper way, we have professionals that can help assist everybody. So it's pretty cool, now in California days.
I was gonna ask Chanel, what's your favorite way of smoking? Like, do you like
Yes.
indica, bong rips, like joint blunts, like everything?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely a bong bubbler person. Like, I like to
Yes.
smoke water because, like, smoking out of a pipe is like it hurts,
Yeah.
Like, and I can't smoke blunts and nonstop because first of all, I'm smoking way more weed. I'm like, I live alone. Like, I'm like, I don't have anybody to smoke the blunt with half the time. I'm like, you know what I mean? So it's like bongs and bubblers are just super easy, and you get as high as like smoking a blunt. But I do like blunts, like for the car. I prefer
Like out at a party or something.
Yeah. I prefer blunts over joints. Something about joints, it's the weirdest thing. I always get a real like sore throat after. I don't know why. Maybe it's something like with the blunt having tobacco in it. It's like more meant to smoke, I guess, than straight up paper.
Yeah,
you know what I
I don't
mean? I don't know. And I don't prefer the tobacco. I think it's great to smoke weed without any tobacco whatsoever. I hate it. But I think something about the tobacco coats like how it hits in your throat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so funny. I'm the same way. If I get offered a joint, all my friends know I don't like joints. They offer me the blunt every time, but I don't like the tobacco from it either. I just like the blunt itself.
Yeah,
like rolling it.
It
you know?
hits better. It's just
Yeah.
like a smoother hit. But yeah, and I prefer like kind of like hybrids, like indica at night. Like I always want indica at night, but like during the day when I'm trying to like get shit done, like or get stuff done, I need to smoke something lighter because like I don't want to get so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, like we mentioned earlier, there's nothing wrong with cannabis as long as you're just responsible with it. I mean, there's alcohol that you can get anywhere, right? You have to still be responsible with it. But I also love that we have the CBD as well. So there's so many products here. So before we close our show, I wanted to ask you, since you've already created so many amazing songs, you've accomplished so much. What was like your favorite project so far that you've accomplished?
Oh man, I think my very first project I put out was like what I'm most proud of still till now. It was a lot of work, and I was able to somehow get all these huge features on my first. I called it a mixtape, but it was basically an album. I don't know why. Somebody told me to call it a mixtape. It was a freaking album. There was no remixes.
Like, what is this, the 90s?
Yeah, like it was.
I know people still call it that, but
yeah, but it was basically because we put it out for free at first, so that's why it's like a mixtape. But then we ended up selling it anyway. So it was like my first album, and I had a ton of great features on it. I had like a really good body of work that meant a lot to me. And some of my favorite songs I recorded were on that. So that first project was just like kind of what set me off, and I think that, I'm the most proud of that thus far. But I'm, like I said, I'm a Virgo. I'm a perfectionist.
I'm a Virgo too. Oh, wait, we're all Virgos.
You're Virgo Pisces.
Oh, we got along good.
Yeah,
okay.
we're like a match.
I'm September 5th.
Okay, I'm the first.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, so I feel like we have this way of being like, it's never good enough. You know?
We always push ourselves. We're like the choo-choo train. Like, keep going. Like,
yes.
I can. I did it. Like, keep going.
Exactly. Like, just the other day, I was like, I guess talking about my career as if it's like a failure. I didn't realize I was talking about it like that, but I was like, oh, I'm like, I just got to get to this point. Da, da, da. And a friend of mine was like, well, you do realize like you're pretty successful.
You're
like,
killing it.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
he's like,
It's
you've been on
funny.
TV for 10 years. He's like, not a lot of people could say that. And I'm like, oh, I guess from like an outsider's perspective, I'm doing okay. But like to me, it's like it's never where I'm trying to get to that Beyonce level. Honestly, like I want to perform at the VMAs. I just went in on our VMA episode for Ridiculousness. I literally every chance that I could was like, I need to be on the VMAs. I'm trying to be on the VMAs. What's up with the VMAs?
That's awesome.
Every second. So that's where I'm trying to be. I want to be at that at that like Cardi B, Beyonce level.
You will be.
Thank
will
you.
be. And, you keep telling yourself, like, I'm going to get there. You will. It's like manifesting your destiny, right? You're always putting in all these positive things. And you work really hard. So it's obviously you earn it. You're smart. You're beautiful. You got this. You got this.
Thanks, girl. Thanks. We need that female empowerment,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah. Brian's like, yeah.
Female power.
Female power and a little bit of good weed. And we can do wonders.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, I support you. It's all good.
Well, thank you so much, Chanel West Coast, for taking the time and being on our show.
Thank
Green
you guys
Talk.
for having me.
Thank you. And, I'm really sad to wrap up the show right now, but you guys can always watch us on YouTube and listen to us 24/7 on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and you can listen to us on KCA, NBC Radio. We're Green Talk by Green Care Solutions. I'm your host, Yanitza Munoz. You can follow me at Yanitza Munoz.
Thanks for watching, guys. Trippy Trees on Instagram and YouTube.
Once again, it's been your boy Brian Gonzalez here at Green Care Solutions. Follow us at Green Care Solutions 420.
Thank you guys for having me.
This is the amazing Chanel West Coast. Thank you so
thanks
much
for
for
coming
coming on.
Thank you for having us on. Yeah.
Yes, and you can follow me everywhere at Chanel West Coast, Facebook, YouTube, all that, and my music's on every music platform.
Yes, and watch out for on the VMAs and other things coming up.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the VMAs and at MTV and say, you need to get her on there.
In the
Yes.
comments.
Tag them.
Yes, thank you guys for watching. This is Green Talk by Green Care Solutions.
Montana, Chanel, baby. You know what it is when you see them dubs up, or when you hear that. Hey, Montana.
I've been on, I've been on. 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 Love it or leave it. Call me conceited. Putting in work since I first heard beat it. Chumps just beat it. Try won't see it. Music in my blood. Yeah, man, I bleed it. Oh, I Jimmy Choo. All night getting loose. We feeling right off the Grey Goose. Point to the crowd like I'm Babe Ruth. I ain't stopping. Big things popping. Sick whips copping. Thick like Robin, too sick like a coffin. And I'm not the one. Don't ever play me out with another one. You might be the top who just can't have one. So I'ma take off like I just shot a gun. Peel out in my new Benz. On my way to one, no. Got some old and new friends. Roll up cause we gon' smoke. Let's set the record straight right now. I ball all day and they ask me how. You coming up, I've been on top. Sitting on your son, so I'm extra high. Look boy, I bring that show. Roll up with me and I bring that good. Bounce back, can we do that? Everybody know me cause I've been on, I've been on. 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 I've been on, I've been on.
Get on my level, level. Get on my level, level. Get on my level, level. Get on my level, get on my level, get on my level, get on my level, get on my level. My niggas ball out, drink till I fall out. When it's time to go hard, no, I bring it all out. Got a body full of ink, bladder full of drink. Jeter in the field, Carter in the paint, that purple in the air, I'm smoke. Spaceship, sunroof, open. Give a fuck about the hate. Got a crib with a lake and a pocket full of cake. I'm focused. Blue moose sang, 22 chains, couple bad bitches doing group things. LV shoes, no shoestring. You know we ball out, talk a Lou Dang, smoke what I want, drink what I want. You know I've been on and fuck what you thought.
Let's set the record straight right now. I ball all day and they ask me how. You coming up, I've been on top, sitting on your son, so I'm extra high. Look, boy, I bring that show. Roll up with me and I bring that